Dr. Syed Hafeez of the DMK with us today, George Kurian, political analyst, Anurag Nadu, author and political analyst with us, Kovai Satyan of the AIDMK is also joining us today. Let me take this across first to Mr. Hafeez here. Mr. Hafeez, how does the DMK really view this, and what is this resolution going to do in the larger picture of trying to ensure that the centre really looks at the caste census? Because the caste census issue has widely been spoken about by the Congress till now. The DMK has been referring to it. The BJP didn't seem much, they didn't want to really talk about it in the run-up to the elections as well. Passing such resolutions, do you think it pushes them in that stride?
See, for the fact that, India is only the 44 out of 233 countries which haven't done their mandatory census, which was due. The rest of the countries have done, nearly 190 countries have done their caste census despite the COVID pandemic. But India, being a country which the Prime Minister claims is the forefront in technology and the whole world is looking at us, despite that being the fact that the Prime Minister is not able to conduct a census in this country for last 14 years. At least it was due on 2021. Now 3 years the timeline has passed by. Still we are not able to do the census. But you should know that the BJP is a party which is against the social justice formula of reservation. You take Bihar. See, the Nitish Kumar, when the government was there with the Mahagathbandhan, the caste survey was done. That time, the people from the BJP opposed it for one reason, because they don't want the real-time data to come out in public so that the real representation of public will be a demand, depending upon the population, depending upon the caste. So, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, we have a lesson from the Patna High Court's order, which says that any survey on caste done by the state government cannot be used as a data to change the structure of the existing quota system. So that is being the situation, that is being the ambit of the constitution. Hence, whatever is done by the state government pertaining to giving quota or reservation, there is a problem. Unless and until there is a census that is being done by the Union Government of India, we cannot, really come up with facts, and we cannot be in a situation to act on the matter. Hence, we see it that we should push the census to be happening soon, and in that we need to have a caste-based data as well, so that we can know an empirical data will give us on the reservation status to improve whose reservation and the social parameters, so that the caste-based reservation can be modified or not. So we have made a resolution in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly so that the government wakes up from the slumber, the union government wakes up from the slumber of its failed duty of conducting a census, and all the more the social justice aspect to it, which the India bloc had been propagating throughout the election.
Okay.
So that needs to be acted upon. So there seems to be a hypocrisy on the part of the BJP, on the part of Nitish Kumar, where the Nitish Kumar is in alliance with the BJP, which fundamentally opposes the caste census. So all this has to be consolidated, and we need to have a proper census first and a caste census, so that we will be able to work on what lies in the future.
Okay, George Kurian is also with us, Hafeez, so let me get to his perspective here. The Congress party, when you look, Mr. Kurian, whether the Congress party on one hand in Karnataka had a caste census that they commissioned. It was ready towards the end of the tenure, and after that they've had opportunities to really make it public. They haven't. Even now, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who accepted that, hasn't really made it public, hasn't introduced it in front of the cabinet. Whether they'll table it in the next assembly, these are questions that still remain. Now, when you look at that happening in Karnataka, Rahul Gandhi at the centre, of course, kept talking about the caste census in the run-up to the elections. Now, with this push that the DMK is coming up with, where does the Congress, do you think, lies in all of this? Where does their stand lie? Do they back such resolutions by state governments? Can it be really called hypocrisy to sit on certain caste census reports prepared by their own state governments?
Well, Deepak, it's a good debate that you have taken up today for prime time. I really appreciate that. Having said that, as you're aware that Rahul Gandhi, along with the Congress party, have been vocal time and again in the run-up to the election 24, that, caste-based census and socio-economic survey is the need of the hour, looking at the dynamics and demographic of India. Having said that, we strongly are vocal about the same, and in our manifesto also it was published that when the Congress party along with the India Bloc Alliance will come to power, this is the first thing that will carry out, as we are aware that it's due post 2021, and so it's a really welcome move that the Tamil Nadu Assembly has taken up this ownership and passing a resolution to for the union government to unanimously passing the resolution urging the center to carry out a caste-based census along with the socio-economic survey, so that equal representation in the field of education, be it economy and education and jobs, is granted to the people at large in their national interest and interest of the people. Having said that, we also believe that real representation is the need of the hour with respect to India. It's time for India to rise up to the occasion and take it further. And I'm sure that this resolution coming from Tamil Nadu is a welcome move, which the Congress party will really welcome. And it's for the union government to take it forward and carry out a caste-based census and a socio-economic survey in the larger
interest of the people. But if the Congress party welcomes a resolution in a neighboring state for a census at the center, why are they sitting on census which is meant for, or a survey that was meant for socio-economic survey that was meant to like the communities, like the people that you were talking about, to really empower them? If a survey like this was conducted and you're not acting upon it, then does the Congress really have the right morally to say, well, we appreciate such resolutions, it's the need of the hour, we've batted for it?
Well, Deepak, it goes without saying. And with respect to Karnataka, I'm sure, led by Siddaramaiah, it's going to happen too soon and too early. And there is no two ways about it, because the Congress party has always been vocal about caste-based census and the survey that needs to be carried out in the larger interest of the people. And we stand by it. And I'm sure that, Rahul Gandhi...
But Congress in Karnataka seems to be very divided about that. They feel that this particular survey was not done scientifically. They're demanding another one now. With these sort of resolutions being passed, let's all